Well, hello, darlings, and welcome back to Pass or Smash, new makeup edition. So, here on Pass or Smash, we talk about new makeup releases, primarily indie brand launches, and we decide if we want to pass, as in buy bitch, or smash, add to cart. So, it's late. There was a lot of makeup to go over, so let's talk about it. And if you like, by the way, Pass or Smash, please like and subscribe. It helps out a whole bunch. And if you're new here, hi. So, first up on the list, Lethal Cosmetics is releasing the 2-Up collection. So if you remember last year, they released the 1-Up collection, and I'm actually looking around because I have the palette here. So hold on. Twink. So they released the 1-Up collection, which was inspired by arcade games of the 80s. Well, this time they're releasing a new game, and it seems like the clarification wasn't 100% there for me, but it seems like it's inspired by vintage video games of the 90s. That's what it looks like. So there's a palette. Now that palette has a very strange format. Here's a picture of it. I don't know if I hate it or if I really like it. If I'm being 100% honest, when I first saw the layout, I was like, ooh, I absolutely hate that. But it's grown on me. I actually think it's kind of cool. No, it is 10 shades. There are 7 mattes. One of them is a constellation shade. So a constellation shade is a matte that has sparkles in it. So I'm curious if that's going to show up on the eye. And then there are 3 duochrome shimmers. The palette retails for $40.50, but that's not all, friends. Oh no, that's not all. So there is also 5 different sets of face gems. Sorry, my brain just stopped functioning there for a second. There's 5 different sets of face gems. So if you like to use the self-adhesive ones that you can just stick on, there's 5 of those. There is a set of nail art, you know, the little stickers for your nails that have like vintage video game. It almost looks like asteroids. It almost looks like that's one of the things on there. Then there's also a Catalyst water activated liner. Now the best way I can describe this is if you've used the, it's Duraline by Inglot. Oh my gosh, please forgive me. So it's kind of like that. You know, you mix it with the new water activated liner. So these are magnetic pans, which is very cool. You can mix and match them. Here are the colors. I think the colors they chose are very interesting and they make sense for Lethal Cosmetics line. So they have a lot of similar type colors in their pot gel liners. So I'm really happy to see these because I actually want these. I've been stalking the Suva ones for a while, but if I can try split pans from Lethal, I will. So that's there. And honestly, I think this whole collection for me is a smash. I really like the 1-Up palette. I like the lenticular packaging, which this new one also has. And I like to play video games. I enjoy it. So for me, there's almost a bit of a nostalgia for that. And they could be preying on it. I don't care. I like it. Sorry, I had to adjust my light. But smash. Absolutely smash. I think this is really fun. And I want to put it all over my eyelids. So smash. Okay. By the way, those split pan, the water activated liners, the split pan ones are $8 each and the solid color ones are $7.50. So, okay. There is a new brand coming. Its name is called Sinful Echoes and they have released the color story to their new palette. It's a brand new brand. It's going to be sold on Etsy. And by the time this goes live, if they have their Etsy shop up, I will link it in the description box. So the color story is very much like those kind of grungy greens, some like deeper teals, and then like those dusty pinks. I actually think the color story is really pretty. The packaging is gorgeous on it. It's kind of got that witchy aesthetic that I really like. I love a witchy aesthetic. But yeah, it's coming soon. So it is a 12-pan palette. There are 8 mattes, 2 metallics, and 2 duochromes. Now this palette will retail, I believe it was for $40. But I'm going to say smash. I think the color story, has it been done before? Yeah. Is it going to be done again? Oh yeah, absolutely. Pinks and greens and blues together, listen, it is not mind-blowing. But the tones that they chose are really nice. The palette is magnetic, and judging by the comments, the owners of the brand are going to continue to have magnetic pans, so you'll be able to customize. So if that's something you like, then that's awesome. And they're handmade shadows, so smash, smash. And congrats to them. Now that is going to be launching on, it looks like Friday, October 10th. So like I said, as I get more information, I will put everything in the description box for you. And just like every week, I always try to put any information I can find, any codes, any all of that in the description box. So if you need it, it's there. 9 times out of 10, I'm not affiliated with anybody, so it's just for y'all, okay? All right, so WhatsUp Beauty, which has been kind of quiet for a while. I think the last thing they released was their mascara. So they have 2 new highlighters coming, and the pan embossings. They are so pretty. Here's a picture of the highlighters. Now there's 2 highlighter colors in each of the little compacts. So the first one is called Safari Sunset, and it is a luminous light copper and an iridescent gold with a sheer pink base. And then Wild Acacia, which is the glistening champagne pearl and iridescent gold with sheer pink base again. So I think if you are a lighter skin tone, Wild Acacia is probably going to be your color. You know what I mean? That your compact that looks better on your skin tone. And it looks like Safari Sunset is just a little bit deeper than that to appeal to people who have more medium to dark skin. Now, I don't know how these are going to look on deeper skin tones because they are still kind of light. But I think the pan embossing is it's a work of art. And it's just really cool to see indie brands upping and upping and upping their game. And these are beautiful. Am I going to buy them? Absolutely not. They're gorgeous. They're $34 each. And I don't use a lot of highlighter, so for me, this is going to be a pass. But I think they're beautiful, and they look really well done. And I just admire the artistry behind it, but it's going to be a pass for me. Okay, so Game Beauty is releasing 5 monochrome, chromatic 9-pan palettes. So last week we had Kimchi Beauty, and now we have Game Beauty, all releasing these 9-pan color stories. But I think if you're going to do a monochromatic color story, I think these are probably a good way to go. So you have each palette contains a mixture of textures. They're beautiful hexagonal pans. I think that's really cool. There's a variety of textures, and there's no glitters. So I'm just saying. Now, these are 9-pan palettes. Each pan has a different balance of shimmers and mattes, and different pricing, which I think is a little strange. So the Pyro palette, which is the more orange colors, that one is $22. The Cryo, which is the blues, that one is $20. I think it must have more mattes and less special shades. Geo, which is the browns, the more neutral palette, that is $25. Dendro, which is the greens here, that is $25 as well. And then Electro, which is the purples, is $28. It looks pretty. Is it worth $28? I don't know. I'm going to say pass for now. Now, think the purples, I'd like to try the purples, but I've never tried Game Beauty, and I don't know. I don't know. It's just one of those things. I don't know if this is going to do it for me, but smash. If you're going to do monochromatic, I think this is a really nice way to go about it. So we're going to say pass, but they're pretty. Honestly, if the pans weren't hexagonal, I would not have looked twice at this, but that's that little detail, that little something that just makes it more special. So, but still pass for now. I don't know, Black Friday, And like you see me talking myself into something. So come Black Friday, if they were a really good deal or whatever, I would try them. You know what I mean? Just saying. Okay, so cheers. So Ladybug Glow is releasing a Halloween palette. So they're releasing the Castle of Horror palette. And when I looked at it, it was available for an early it's not a pre-order, but like an early access. And when I looked at it right before filming, it was still available. Okay, so it didn't sell out immediately. Now it is 9 pans. There are 4 shimmers and there are 5 mattes. It's purples and grays and pinks color story. It's $36. You can use a code with it though, and the code brings the price down to $32. But for me, this is not it. So I'm going to say pass. The packaging is very cute, but man, I don't know. I don't know about these tones either. So for me, this is going to be a pass. And like, again, it's another color story that I look at it and I'm like, I'd like to try this brand, but then, oh, I don't like, I don't know. I haven't found the perfect one from them yet, so pass. Okay, so Glam Matrix, y'all. This is how out of touch, we are with the rest of the world. I'm from the United States. I'm from Florida. And for me, it's like summer most of the year, right? And then now we're going into fall, and it's not as like oppressively hot as it normally is. Well, damned if it isn't spring in Australia. So they're releasing a rich romantic palette. It's a 15-pan palette. That is a really good size, I think, and it's very in line with what their previous launches have been, honestly. I think it's probably my favorite format from them. It's soft pinks, reds, purples, neutrals mixed in. They're really pretty looking shimmers. Glam Matrix shimmers are really pretty. And honestly, it's perfect for spring. When I first saw this, I thought it was like a Valentine's Day palette. And I was like, what month is it? And then I realized, oh wait, they're in the Southern Hemisphere. And things are a little different. So they are going into spring. So it's 8 mattes, 4 multichromes, 1 duochrome, 1 sparkly shimmer, and 1 metallic. And like I said, their sparkly shades are really just so beautiful. It's launching October 7th. So I would say smash, honestly. Is it kind of a basic bitch color story? Yeah, it is. It is. It reminds me a little bit of their Nearly Naturals palette, but this is more pink heavy. But it has that same kind of vibe. It's like a soft glam vibe. And it's the same kind of feeling that Laura Lee Los Angeles has as a brand. Like there's like that kind of a soft glam. I'm a neutral queen and these are just pretty things. And I respect the shit out of it. So we're going to say smash. I think it's very pretty. I would buy it. Is it appropriate for the season that I'm in right now? These aren't the colors I'm reaching for. But if this is something that's still available come spring, yeah. Smash, Okay. Finally. Glam Late is giving us the details of their Ghost Face launch, okay? So, and let me just tell you, I know this is available now. People were so angry. People were so mad because they go in there to order this collection and it flat out says, this collection's popular and it's not going to ship for 2 to 3 weeks. So, sorry. And you're there at launch, right? And I feel like this has become a pattern with Glam Late. And I don't think it's a good one. They got to figure their shit out because if you're going in and you're buying something, you're saying, oh, well, it's not going to ship for like 2 to 3 weeks. Well, are those business days or are those, because in the past they've pulled the whole, well, that's business days. That doesn't count weekends. And you're like, I don't know. I don't like that behavior. It's just kind of skeevy to me. But it's a big collection. There's a lot in it, so let's go over it. There is a 15-pan palette. I think it is ugly. It looks like the Chucky palette to me. It is grays, silvers, and like kind of steely blues. So if you replace the steely, like the burgundies and the reds in the Chucky palette with like kind of steely gray colors, that it's kind of boring. It's a little one note. Honestly, I think it misses the mark. There's the shades, most of them are too dark. It's missing midtones that aren't grays. Like, I'm not the one. Then there are 2 lip kits, and the lip kits actually look, one of them is interesting. It's kind of like this black liner, butthole, fleshy color, like white people fleshy color, like centered lip, fleshy-ish, white people flesh toned lipstick. Ugh, no, that's not a vibe for me. I just don't feel that. Not my journey. But if you love it, I love it for you. And then there's a red lip with kind of a deeper red, you know, liner around the outside. Very pretty tone of red. There's also a lip care duo, which is a cherry, I think it's cherry flavored lip scrub and mask. And then there is the knife liner, which is just a black liquid eyeliner. A horror blush, which is a berry red tone, which is very pretty. I think that's going to be flattering on a lot of like skin tones, especially when applied with a light hand. There is also, because wait, there's more. There is a Halloween highlighter duo. Now these highlighters look a lot like they're Scooby-Doo highlighters. I don't know what it is. They're like purpley kind of lilac. I don't know. They look a lot like their Scooby-Doo ones. So, and then, is that it? Oh, in the mirror, there's a Scream mirror, which the mirror is very cool. I got to give them credit. That's definitely a novelty. Now, there was a bag pictured. I don't know what the deal is with the bag. I didn't find information on it. I don't know for sure. But it doesn't matter because this whole collection for me is a solid pass. I don't feel like it was worth the hype. I don't get it. Now, I like scary movies. I love them. I just don't care. Like, Scream is iconic, but I just don't care to have a makeup collection that is this, especially when, you know, some of the products feel repetitive. They feel a little one note, and I don't know. For me, it's just pass. No, thank you. No, thanks. Not worth the hype, you know? I don't know. Okay, so Wicked Widow Beauty. Now, if you remember last week, they announced that they were doing a collab with Goth Adjacent for that lip trio. Well, they actually have a palette as well. So the palette, as far as I can tell, is not part of the collab. It's just like their Halloween launch. So there are 8 pans. There are 4 mattes, 2 shimmers, and 2 duochromes. They are magnetic, so you can mix and match them. If you want to, you can, you know, down the road, you can customize. There are grungy greens and purples and a pop of orange. And this color story is very much everything that I was thinking, yes, this is what I'm vibing with for Halloween this year. This kind of a color story is really what I'm feeling. But I would say smash. I think it's very cute. Now, it is $36. You can use a code with it. But yeah, I think it's really cute. I love spooky season. I'm weak for spooky season. I just am. I don't know. Smash. Very cute. All right, my darlings. Melt Cosmetics. I know, like I said, it's a lot. Melt Cosmetics is releasing a Nightmare Before Christmas collection. So there is a palette with the wonky pans, and some people hate this and some people love it. I think it's cute. It doesn't bother me. So there are 10 pans. There are purples and blues with a pop of yellow and orange. I think it's actually, the colors are really pretty. They went the Oogie Boogie route for the palette, which I think is fun, and it's different from like everything out there. There's so much Nightmare Before Christmas merch. So much merch out there. And I think they did a good job kind of selecting. I think, you know, I think it's pretty. Oh, hold on. We're already on change pages. Now these pans, I was stalking the comments. These pans are the same size as their regular pans. So you should be able, if you want to use these colors to customize your other melt palettes, you should be able to do that. Now there are also 2 lipsticks that they're releasing. There's an orangey kind of, I don't know, like an orange mixed with like a burnt umber color. I would say like it's more like an umber for my art lovers out there. And then there is a deep red, like a deep brown red. Oh, the lip colors. We're getting to that time of year where I can buy lip products without them melting. So I'm looking at them like, add to cart. They're really cute. The colors they're very me. There's also, by the way, the packaging on all of this, on all of the lipstick and the other things coming, it's like that plastic, like acrylic kind of plastic but it's orange. They call it candy packaging. I think it is uglier. It's ugly as sin. The outer carton packaging is really, really cute. That black packaging with the characters on it. And then you open it and you're like, what the fuck? This is neon like caution cone orange. But there's that. There is the True Love Never Dies Digital Dust Highlighter. It says that it's sheer pink with soft pink sparkle, but this looks suspiciously like the Muerte line that they had before. It looks very similar to that color. I have it in the other room, but it's dark and everyone's sleeping, so I'm not going to go in there. But it looks very much like that color. Then there's also a makeup bag that is shaped like Jack's suit, his costume, his outfit. That is, and it's double-sided, so it is completely, like they did it right. That's very pretty. The novelty is there. And then there are, but wait, there's more. 2 pumpkin-toned gel eyeliners, and there is a handheld mirror. So all in all, for me, most of the collection, I'm going to say, is going to be a pass. I do not want the handheld mirror. I do not want the pot gel liners. And I don't want the highlighter. But the lipsticks and the palette and the makeup bag, absolutely. So we'll say half and half? Half smash. We'll just say smash to the palette and the lipsticks. Okay. So, and that's launching October 2nd. So Juvia's Place has a new collection. It's called the Afro Galactic Collection, and what a great name. And there is a 20-pan eyeshadow palette. There are 9 shimmers / metallics and 10 mattes and what looks like 1 constellation shade. Now, I don't know if those sparkles are going to show up. I haven't seen swatches like of that shade yet, but there are also 4 glittery eyeliners that are $15 each. And this is not available at Ulta yet. I checked, but I like the palette. I think it's pretty, but it's going to be a pass for me. You know, I don't need this in my life right now, but I think it's really cute. So we're going to say pass. Okay. And last but not least, Colourpop has added to their Sailor Moon collection. So last time we had more warm tones. This time we have more cool tones. There is a 12-pan cool pink, purple, and blue color story eyeshadow palette. There are 2 lip duos. One is like a peach and a silvery blue lip gloss. The blue lip gloss looks cute. And then there's another that's a pink, like a bright pink with a champagne gloss. There's also 2 pressed highlighters that are like a light pink and a purple. Not a light purple, but like a little bit deeper purple, honestly. And a Moon Prism face gloss. So it's launching October 1st. This collection for me is going to be a pass. And my darlings, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I love Sailor Moon, but I don't need a palette, you know? So anyway, darlings, that's it for Pass or Smash today. Thank you for watching. And if you like Pass or Smash, please like and subscribe. And leave me a skeleton emoji if you made it this far. And I will catch you on the next one. Love your faces. Bye.